Hello techies, I'm Divya here. On behalf of CyberBrainer, don't you think the world of tech is evolving faster than ever? Now is the perfect time to dive in and build the skills that will take you places. With CyberBrainer, we are putting you in the driver's seat of your own future. We at CyberBrainer don't just teach your interest. We believe that knowledge is power, but it's applied knowledge that truly sets you apart. Whether you're diving into data science, mastering artificial intelligence, or exploring the world of cybersecurity, our courses are designed to give you the skills that matter. So let's jump into the session and make the future yours today. Thank you.
Does it say category buyer? Let's see what that role is, not a role-based security, then see that. Discard, go to the BP. Once a copy a Levitt presentation when and step. And truth, whatever the matter. It's the top 3 we have selected. We assigned. Now we look at the system and it should be with the Zosan. Now we are in the section of source goods and services acquisition. And please do this. Item fulfillment source is through a purchase order. Purchase type, if you want to define this one-time purchase. Look at the details here once all looks good. And look at the details now. There should be a PO now along with this requisition now. If it is successfully completed, which is good. Now, if we scroll towards, we should see a purchase order. Source for purchase order. And here is a purchase order we have. This is approved. Now as we go to PO, the next thing is issuing the PO to the supplier. Otherwise, how the supplier will come to know what items you need? It's still with you only. Unless you don't issue this to a supplier, they will never come to do. What to? Click on 3 dots. Purchase order. And say issue. Look at the details here. Don't refresh. This is the pure copy. Now it's a general template. In real world, it will be more colorful and detail oriented. It's available here. Go back, click the video, and it has been issued to this email. Once it's issued to this email ID, what you have to do is, what happens if you just technically see? You have sent the purchase order to the supplier. Now what the supplier will do? First, if you see technically see, he will acknowledge it. That yes, I acknowledge I have this item and I can deliver it. Isn't it? If you see here, he will acknowledge. Then he will give acknowledgement number that this is my acknowledgement number. Either he will fully accept, fully reject or partially accept. Let's say fully accept here. They also have access to all this. What do you say, no, or is it through email? No, Freddy, I'm not able to hear it clearly. Man, can you please come in? I'm asking. Would they acknowledge by email? Or how it would be yes, they will acknowledge by email. Yes, image. And then you'll get all these details that this is the acknowledgement number. And accept it and all these things. This is accepted that yes, it's done. Once he acknowledged that yes, I will send these items, what will happen is, in access, he will ship it. We get an advance ship notice. Contact. Let's say there's a Serrano shipment, different DTDC. Supplier reference number. Reference number mentioned in this ship notice is fully shipped at this date. This time he has shipped the items. Then you get all the details here, lots of information. It is inventory module. A coordinate item. Identifiers if any for this one. Others keep it simple and just hit submit. Again, it will come to review. But as I said, I will review the details. Approve it. Now it's fully shipped. Tracking still is accepted. All the details are captured here in this. Now what do is, this is acknowledgement just to show you. Acknowledgement. Nobody is this that yes, you will accept and then you will send this item. Now once it's acknowledged, once it's shaped, supplier will send the items. Once we receive the items, what we do? We create a receipt. In the system that, yes, we have received items. What to? Get a receipt here. Did we receive all the items? Yes, if you receive few, don't click on this fully received. Checkbox, you uncheck it and you mention the quantities that you have received. Suppose, out of 10 you have received 526, only that fully received. All the details here. This is created, issued, fully received, accepted. Once we have received the items, what will happen next? Supplier will send the invoice to us. See supply invoice. Then invoice receive date, let's say the date itself. Supplier document receive yes. Supplier invoice number in his PDF. Remember in his PDF? This is the number. Look at the details here. Quantity to invoice is 10. Quantity order is 10. Quantity order invoice is 0. Amount to invoice. Amount order is 1000. Here all the details. Let's look at carefully submit. View details. Mass unpaid. This is done now. If you see the invoice here, you have this view here. Thank you. It's issued fully invoiced, fully received, accepted. Now, once you pay the supply invoice, I'll show you the payment part later on. Once you pay the invoice, what you will do? You will come here, 3 dots purchase, order close. You will give closing reason here. Longer needed. The full invoice received, accepted and closed. What you can do with the closed one? Let's click on 3 dots. Copy, non-attachment fit, delivery version, reopen lines. View purchase order, change. Accounting view account. General sources, purchase order, other expenses too. Reserve for spend obligations. These are the details here. Any doubts, questions? Once we have a contract, we have a contract. Chart doing continuously, though it seems to be a bit lengthy. In terms of what, can you please come again? I mean to say, once we have hands-on, no continuously doing it, then we will not forget the steps, but just I saw, know it. Is having a lot of requisitions, everything. It is having, we have to go to this step to remember each step is as of now, it is a bit. It will take some time, but once you start practicing now, everything will be cinched up. One by one, you will learn everything. Now, proxy. Add some point of contact for our supplier. What should we do? We will go to our supplier. This is approved. We will go to contact information. All the details here. We will go to supplier context. Click on add here. Add 2, 3 people here. Let's say think of a unique name. Suffix if you want junior, senior if you want to add that. If it's also contact information. Let's at least add one email here for that person. Say Rocker at. Gmail.com type would be. This will be used for home and work. Add one phone number. You can use existing phone also. You will need to add a new one. The type would be a homework. This will be used for billing and shipping things. Address also add. Use existing address here. And this would be. Now we hit add one more here. Prefix is miss contact information, or you can add your own form. Attestation. Thank you. We've got 2 people here. Let me think of anything else we need to add. Classification we may have added. Some results. Let me think. Anything else? Get recognition again. And supplier connections. We will come to this little later on. We will come to this little later on. Questionnaire responses. I think this is available here. Where that is that? We will see supplier referred not now later on. I want to do something else here. Additional data, I will show you. Additional data part also. It's an amazing thing. Now I will show you one. Little advancing, if you see here, technically we do not have the access to change the hue of anything in Workday typically, but there is little bit loop kind of quality where they have given you that access to do some changes, minor changes, not major changes. For example, I see this overview tab here, then contracts and purchase order invoices, and payment supply connections. I can move them little bit here and there. How? I'll show you. There's a task called create profile. Let's see if this guy. We are in the balance. Maybe he doesn't have access. Let's talk. I'll show you how you can do it a little bit here and there. This one, come on. Should I access? Don't flip it, fall through. This one, the button file. This, all the areas where I can make changes of company, I can do something. Composite report definition, I can do something. Lot of areas are there, I'll put supplier here. These are the areas where you can make changes. I'm looking for supply invoice work area, supply invoice management area, supplier composite view profile. Again, you can do this on supply invoice also. I'll say supply control view profile. Overview supplier control view profile. Now I see this summary. Free funding information, supplier contacts, payment details and everything. Now let's just show you that it looks this only. Look at the supplier. Supplier and let's say the supplier wants it. Any supplier will work. We get summary. Supplier contact pay per view details under overview tab. We are under the overview tab for supplier compatibility. First we see summary contact information supplier contact. I can change the order now. Watch carefully. I'll move this contact information first and move summary to the second. Refresh the page here. Now see, contact information is appearing first and summary as the second. Similarly, you can move these tabs also. And this also you can move. Any doubt with this one? About this task note. Now it's a straightforward using this task called quantitative profile group. Profile group. We can move the orders of the tab again. You can rename it, you cannot. Say contact information in PPC, Reliance, Education, but you can move the tabs here and there. Up and down. Now stop. And stop box C now. See supplier contracts. I think we are already assigned the role. Just let's look at it once. We've got 3 steps. We're going to supply content, specialist and roller. Let's see who can initiate. What do? Go to the task called paid supplier contract. and companies are. It's easy. Any first of all, if I go further on this, you're aware about the term called supplier contract. It's a contract with the supplier that on monthly basis. You would be sending 10 laptops, 20 laptops, or 10,000 liter of coffee, tea, food items. Or you will clean our buildings on monthly basis, or you will be delivering electricity, diesel to generators. It's a simple contract with the supplier that on monthly basis, daily basis, weekly basis, quarterly basis, you will deliver this and that goods and services. Clear? Amrita, you are doing that term. Interesting. Amrita knows more than us. It's just trying to make sure that, yes, what is corporate term? In your existing system, Amrita, how does it work? Where do you use it? Whatever tool you're using now in your company. How does it work for you? We are working on HCS and SEP. And how does it real time works? You get supplier contract. You sign a PDF document that you have. For that signing the contract and all we are using Ariba and Doc to sign for that. Great, see similar function, have supplier. Contact from supplier contact will get purchase order. Again from purchase order we'll get a receipt. We'll get supplier invoice with the acknowledgement, advance sheet, notice and on. Then later on, I'll show you the individual task also. Now do this. Again, just requisition types, purchase order types. We have a supplier contract type also. And for now, multi-supplier, multi-things, I will say it's a purchase contract. And if you open this in new tab and try to, at least few of them for a demo for sessions, maintain. As we can see, we can give a name, a description and see the list of it, never ending many. Contract types here, scheduled invoices should be purchase orders, manual invoices, manual purchase. Orders allow control to receive contract lines that, if you see you have this building, is which you can schedule the invoices. You have finance fees, fixed payment. You have IFRS and many more things. When these apply this, you can see the probability and possibility of creating many contracts for many reasons. Almost they have covered everything here. Now if I just create one, let's say RLCC schedule invoices. Even if you practice, you can just imagine how many are there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All of the 16 contract types. You can create 16 different types of supplier contract, and from that you can imagine different fields will be there. Different features will be there. What to practice? It's unlimited. Everywhere you can go and have different options over there. I'll just share green voices here. Now watch carefully once I do it. It does. Remove other checkboxes and just keep few here. You can mark it as financial fees, operating fees. Still with this option, or manual purchase orders or allow catalogs that. I will not click any of them and I will just select it. I will just select Reliance schedule, invoice only. Same item select here. And then let's see what happens. It's not coming up. Fine, use purchase contract for now and then come back to it. Why we're not able to use it? Create blanks, apply contract for now, because we have not created a supply contract for and meet our context first. Is this buyer? Is this who is buying the item for the company? Contract type is purchase contract. Contract name, say LLC single. Contact references new network towers. The status starts from November 2024, contact sign on November 2024, ended then 31st 2024. Contact among us. Let's check the topic box. We want to read text code here. Payment terms. Let's say I'll select one here. Let's give some discount. Let me present them in 30 days. Contact overview. Find new towers. Hours. If you want to write it from catalog and on, you can do it otherwise. Click plus button here. If you are adding a service, if you are signing up for a service, just go to service and add that service line here. Otherwise, simple click line number. You can add multiple entries on limit 10, 15, 30, 40, whatever you want to add. I'll just keep one here. When getting me put tower here, network towers, and I'll just say 12 here. Each, which was this, I'll just make it $1,000. It can match with the supplier contract total amount, start date and end date of this. Now one contract can have multiple lines, for example, few lines. Now give me a scenario where few lines will work for a month, few lines will work for another month, and few lines will work for another month. I can give you many examples, but can you think of one? It might be what we say, different type of office supplies itself might be computers. And then anything required for it might be some light settings or wires, cables. That's Anarita, what about you? One example could be you are selling a contract with a clothing brand and you have different lines here, one for a season of June to March, where you would be buying this woolen clothes, heavy jackets and everything. The next line from April to June, at t-shirts, light clothes, normal clothes. Then from June to July, June to August and September, you're buying raincoats and everything. This you can have multiple items for multiple reasons. And then you can put them in hold. They cannot be built. No multiple lines. Just click on this on board means they cannot be useful processing peers and everything. I have a question. If we have not, do we have to decide it how many lines we will need in future? No. We can edit it after if you want to come back and add these lines here. Currently what exactly we are doing. Quarterly can also be added, no lines. We can add the contact line, but suppose you are entering into a contract later on. You want to change the details. You can come back and then change it. See that? Because sometimes that travel plan or something that they will also have this per month or maybe quarterly basis. They will have this thing. Sure, absolutely. Just by coming again, Again, the same issue here. We are giving the date as 024. Maybe the address, what we have here, is not effective for this. 1st of January, what we'll do, we will go to our company, we will go to the where. It is funding information. Add it and see this is effective of this. Let's see now we have to look for. You have submitted and this is done. I'll go back here. Come on, man. Let me take some time now. That's not coming here. It should be take maybe the effective date issues here. Come back to this later on. And we will. Let's submit for now. Again we got unassigned. Let's see what happened. Supplier contract specialist. We assigned this role. How come it can be unassigned? Miles proxy is running here. There we go. Approve it. The supplier contract is approved. She cannot do anything. We have to stop proxy. We can supply complex. This is done. Click on 3 dots. Supplier contract cannot do anything. You can change it. We are going to change here or amend supplier contract. Let's do amend first. Amendment type. That's a change in extension, renewal, termination to change. Here I'm going to. Mandate is, this data number is contract. Yet here sign because it's not easy, you cannot make changes that. you would be discussing. This is a supplier. First, somebody would be proven internally on this, and then, yes, it would be done. Sign it, just restate it. And now you can add more lines here. Line number 2, spend category. That's the cadence of this for now. That's a bad. That's a sports shoes. That's fine. You want to wear sports shoes. But remember, either you have to change the contract total amount. If you're not doing that, it will be an issue. It's already 1000 here. Suppose you want to change this to 6 here. Now it's 6. And here you can also do 6. Again, each and again say 6000. My bad one. Now it will balance, and again you can say start date of this. Given 0 to the phone. I can give any date you want. I am just randomly picking up this date here. Again, it has to be reassigned. I'm not sure why it's not going to address a server on directly, but check that out. We're going to start proxy. Supply content amendment, upload it. Unless she can't do anything, we will stop proxy. And login as ball again. Between supplier. Purchase order contract, same thing do now. We have seen this part. What? Do now create a purchase order. You can say document date is 0121. Purchase order. Type say one-time purchase. Now you have the option to create a purchase order out of this. Many lines. Either you can create a purchase order for both of them or just one line. Let's say sports shoes. Then you have to mention the quantity. Here I want to create a purchase order. They're not buying, let's say, entire 6 shoes now. I'll just say I'm buying only one for now, and it's win 1000. It will come this acknowledgement is expected. It's checked here. Watch other details carefully. It's coming from supply contract. These are the ship to address, ship details. Only one item. We are ordering 1,000 each. Due date of this is, let's say, ZFFV 12324. Location cost center. If you want to add any ship to address, it was our company. Demands and patience. Why it's not reflecting here? That's pretty. 024, we had given the data. Come to this for now. I'll select this address. Try to resolve this in next class. Why it's not appearing up? I should come here, done the effective date changes also, but it should be there but. See that shift to contact person. Even Jen is not coming. We have to figure it out as maybe they affected it too. But if I forget for any reason, submit. Went to Amitesh Namurti, same process, this PO will be reviewed and approved. Thank you. This, you see all the details. Again, it went through some other course. Let's turn it to. Start proxy. Thank you. The approved. Again, do the same thing. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.